Okay, it is 5 o'clock in the morning, and I am getting ready to go to New York Comic Con. I'm here at New York Comic Con, the largest comic book convention in North America, and I'm going to see what cool stuff I can find. Hey, what's your name?
My name is Jason.
Hey, and what are you here to see today?
We're here to see some panels. I'm gonna go Aqua Teen Hunger Force tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the big main thing that I can't wait to go watch today.
Hey, what's your name?
Christy. My name is Christy, and I'm the creator of Super Jail and Adult Swim. I'm a big fan of Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Nice.
Hey, I'm Andrew. I do weird comic art. Actually, for fun, I do abstracts. I sell them in the gallery. But during the pandemic, I made toaster art. Take a person and place or thing, and then put in a toaster. I wrote to artists and said I really admired your work, and thanks for the stories that got me through. Some of them I wrote them, I gave them a toaster. Some of them I wrote back, gave me a toaster. I thought it was hilarious. I met friends through the pandemic. Alex, who was much more talented than I am, but we had an artist duel. I made Ghostbusters toaster, he made a Ghostbusters toaster, and the fun was seeing how it's different. So what we did is, what I did, when my kids were remote learning, I made these down in the basement because it was easier to do doing that than the regular abstract, because it was just the markers, and we kept this up and introduced my kids to art. It gave them a sense of schedule, and it gave me a sense of doing when we were all trapped inside.
Alright, so what's your name?
My name is Corrine Holt.
Okay, and what do you do?
I am a comic book artist.
What comics have you made?
I am currently working on a book called Shadow Service, which is basically James Bond meets the occult. I've worked on Dark Red, which is a vampire story. And I will be doing a spin-off series of Barbaric called Queen of Swords. And it will be also, and I also work on my own story and my own character, Lilith, who is a demon from beyond.
So, who are you?
I'm Carla. You can call me Carlations.
Alright, and what do you do?
And this is all my watercolor pinups.
Tell me about Skull Masquerade.
Absolutely. Skull Masquerade is a nice balance of all the burlesque watercolors that I do, mixed with my more warrior bone mask ladies. So it's an adventure story. It's got a little bit of a macabre feel to it. And we've got some badass ladies fighting giant monsters. That's the vibe.
Well, I do like macabre and giant monsters.
Yes, who doesn't? And Victorian houses.
All right. Well, I love the art here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, how's it going? Jeremy Holt, writer of these fine books. Virtually Yours is basically my ode to the rom-com genre set in New York City, focusing on a dating app that provides all the proof of being in a relationship without actually being in one. Made in Korea is a artificial intelligence story focusing on identity and adoption. These are historical fiction books about Harry Houdini, and this book is my love letter to the band Nirvana, and its music is a form of time travel.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn Stone, and this is Liana Kangas. Hi. I'm a writer, and Liana is an artist. Yep. And we worked on a story in the Joan Jett and the Black Hearts 40 by 40 book with Z2.
All right, cool. What can we expect from this?
Tons of really cool creators working on fresh stories that are inspired by the songs on the album, and each one has a totally different creative team. Yeah.
All right, so it's the tale of a group of people that discover they're in the apocalypse, except that it's not just one apocalypse, it's every apocalypse happening at the same time. Vampires, zombies, kaiju, aliens, packs of rabid Pomeranians, all culminating into one epic action horror comedy book.
All right, sounds awesome.
Well, and that's all we get. Blood, Guts, and Awesomeness. Issue 1 available at New York Comic Con.
All right, cool.
I'm Scott Cranack from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm a professional artist and park ranger, and as I'm guessing you'll show everyone, my art ranges from creepy, dark art on antiques to comics, photography, graphic novels. I sold all the creepy old, like Hummels that I make, kind of demonic. Photography books, a collection of kind of a book about Cleveland art and artists of Cleveland. So I do a lot of different things, and like you said, Amen just came out, and that's kind of your traditional comic book story of. This one's about real life evil people, at least they're evil in my opinion. They crash into a swamp and they turn even more evil. That's one of the characters that I'm sure people will recognize. There's a pedophile priest, a racist Civil War reenactor, so my work is quite varied.
Hi, this is the Genesis of Seven, the first book in the Empyrean trilogy. It's about a boy that gets caught in a battle between heaven and hell here on Earth. It starts in New York where he meets Archangel Gabriel, and then they team up and travel around the world to find the other angels. So big quests full of action and adventure, and then the series overall just has a lot of angel lore, like the War in Heaven, the Fall of Satan, Nephilims, and Watchers.
My name is Neil Gibson. I make comics. The biggest seller is Twisted Dark, which you should be reading. If you're not, something's wrong with you.
What's the comic about?
It's not for everyone, to be honest. If you like happy stories of rainbows, don't read it. If you like stories that leave you thinking with a twist, and normally with a little bit of darkness to it, then this is a comic for you.
Hi, I'm Oliver Mertz. I am the co-writer and colorist of The Monuments. The Monuments is a science fiction fantasy graphic novel about an alternate Earth in which four feuding city-states during a medieval period. Four feuding city-states are at each other's throats. There's hatred, there's violence, they can't get along. And they find no common ground until one day when they're all forced to work together when they simultaneously are attacked by giant mysterious mechs. Where do they come from? Who sent them? What are they? They don't know. They just know that they're getting destroyed. And when all hope seems lost for the four city-states, they find that the mechs actually all at the same time power down. 800 years pass. They haven't been able to get inside the mechs. They haven't been able to move them. Bridges are built over them, roads are built around them, but they don't know where they came from. So what happens now, 800 years later, when one of them finally powers up, opens up, and reveals a fully alive person? That's where we start the story of The Monuments. And you should totally read it.
What state?
It's really good. And hey, we're at Comic-Con.
Tell me about the first law of mad science.
Yeah, first law of mad science is the story of super scientists who create cyber eyes. Their cybernetic retinal implants that allow users to zoom, to record, to see beyond the visual spectrum. It's a wildly successful, world-changing product because these cyber eyes are so cheap and easy to get. And it's so successful that 2/5 of the entire world's population get these cyber eyes the first year they're on the market. The trouble is, after that first year, they find that the original test subjects of the cyber eyes are now, again, 1 year later, all beginning to see things. They're seeing horrible visions of terrible creatures everywhere that no one else can see. So it's up to the super scientists to figure out, are the test subjects hallucinating? Is it a malfunction of the cyber eye tech? Has someone hacked into people's eyes? Is it something real they've inadvertently stumbled upon? Or whatever the case, they got to figure out what's going on with those original test subjects before everyone in the world who already has the cyber eyes starts seeing these horrible visions causing mass hysteria and worldwide panic. So it's that mystery that pulls the super scientists and the whole family there into this globe-trotting, high-stakes adventure where they come into contact with sinister cults, ancient civilizations, corporate conspiracies, and killer robots.
Hi, my name is Michael Bracco, and I write and illustrate this book called The Creators. The Creators is a science fiction about a wave in evolution that causes a small population of young people to suddenly develop the ability to bring their imaginations to life through their drawings and artwork. The power can be amazing and be this huge positive force of change in the world, but it's tied to their emotional state. So if they go through anything traumatic or if the power is met with any fear or violence, it can come out in horrible ways like Mr. Hugs over here, the giant robotic kaiju teddy bear. And that's The Creators.